Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Nitty back with another reading. It's gonna be an all signs reading. Gonna be asking the question, who's coming towards you? Who is it? Who is it? What's up there, T Lee? Hey there, K Mills. K Mills. What's up, Love Aquarius? Hey there, KR6 350. Hey Millie, how you feeling? Good evening. How y'all feeling today? Audience. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. Hey, what's up there, Black Rocky? Anchors? Faye, what's up? It's a late one. It's only 6 o'clock. That's not late for me. For me. I think a late one for me be like 10, maybe even 11. All right, there we go. Done now. Done. So I know we're going backwards. So we can go ahead and get started. What's up there, Kimmy? Let's get we can get started right now. All right, so wait a minute. So Pisces, who's coming towards you? Oh yeah, in the morning. True that, true that. You do catch me in the morning. I bounce around with the schedule. It's gonna be like that for a little bit too. What we got, let's see. So Pisces, who's coming towards y'all? Who it's good. All right, so Leo. Let's see. So it could be a Leo. Mm, let's see. It's either a Leo or Aries. Somebody who's feeling confident enough to approach you. So, and it's somebody who's gonna be wanting a relationship, partnership with y'all. So if it's a newer person, then it's somebody who automatically knows that they want a relationship with y'all. And they're gonna be a lot more competitive or a lot more assertive to like get your attention. So could be something I was gonna say a paler skinned person. So it could be paler. I don't know where I got that from because nothing about that says this, but okay. And they could be in a leadership position or just a very confident, outgoing person, easy to socialize with, easy to talk to, very hospitable, very polite. You know what I mean? But also like it gives like a I'm in charge type of vibe too. So whoever says comes off like they run it. You know what I mean? Or at least like they're very assured of themselves. That's how you'll perceive them. So even if they were insecure, you would perceive them as being very confident, very straightforward, maybe even a little bolder. All right, let me see. Yeah, it's only 6:10 here, so that's not even that late. Who's coming towards you? It's somebody who's impatient too. So we got Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's an impatient person. So somebody who maybe tried to ignore you guys, or somebody who you guys were trying to ignore. So even if it's a past person, but I can't even say that. It's somebody who idolizes you, and it's somebody who pretends not to see y'all at first. So I guess maybe when they first see you, this is somebody who pretends not to see you. So how would you know this person? From them hanging around, Knight of Swords, from talking to you from time to time. It's somebody who's afraid to talk to y'all. It's somebody who's afraid to approach y'all. They're gonna get like it's like I said, because look, we got the Hangman, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and even got the Six of Wands in reverse. So it's somebody who's maybe like low key popular, and somebody who needs a lot of reassurance or needs a lot of either validation or needs a lot of praise before they take action on you. So it's somebody who's probably used to that, used to like, maybe being flattered. So they're probably attractive. There's somebody who's attractive, most likely, and is probably used to people like either approaching them or people being more aggressive towards them. And because you may not be, because we got the Hangman here, which means that this person's waiting. So they waiting, especially with the Knight of Swords in reverse, there's somebody who is waiting to hear from you or expecting to hear from you or something along the lines of that. So it's somebody who pretends not to see y'all or tries to ignore y'all or something, but they see y'all a lot. It's somebody who sees y'all, sees potential in y'all. All right, so this could be somebody who feels like it's moving slow and wants to start up a conversation with y'all to kind of like speed things up. That's what this is. Somebody who's really impatient and wants to push. Right now, let's do this. Right now, it could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Pisces, Sag. I said Gemini. Yeah, Sag, Gemini. It's somebody who definitely wants to like move your connection forward fast. If it's a newer person, for them, it's almost like it could be damn near love at first sight because they already idolize you or already romanticize you, especially with the hangman. They see you in a better light. Like you can't do no wrong with this person. So this is somebody who probably is already painted like a perfect picture of like maybe what y'all could be, who you are. Like they already just want to get into a relationship. And it's probably because they just find you to be appealing or really desirable. They think maybe some of y'all, because the Knight of Swords can be a competitor, this and the Nine of Wands is somebody who's afraid of losing, and then the Six of Wands could just be like somebody who wants the validation of dating you. So I think that's really what this is. It's somebody who wants a relationship, wants the partnership, wants to like the popularity for having you or for dating you or for having access to you. All right, or somebody who enjoys that if they already have that. Like if you guys are already connected, it's like a current person who you guys are either getting to know or a person that you got like maybe freshly started dealing with. Then that's who's coming towards y'all. Because the Two of Swords can mean that maybe you're on the fence with this person, not really quite sure if you see potential. You know, maybe you're kind of waiting to see what they do next. You're gonna get communication from them. You know what I mean? It may be misleading at first because this is somebody who maybe feels a little humble because y'all didn't maybe chase or y'all didn't like maybe communicate or reach out like they thought you would. Maybe you didn't call. You know what I mean? There could be a humbling experience with this person at the same time. They be saying whatever comes to their mind too. So this is somebody who wants to, and this is like a newer person, somebody who wants to like start up conversation with you, and they'll just talk about anything. It don't really have to be about nothing specific, especially with the Hangman and the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who's afraid to miss out or afraid of losing a chance to like entertain you or to like hang out with you or to be around you or to make their presence known. So it's somebody along the lines of that. All right. It's just really that they're just going to take, if I say, take fate or fortune into their hand and just try to like maybe be social, maybe communicate, talk more, reach out, and like I said, it'll be about nothing. It'll be rambling about really nothing. Just, you know what I mean? I just want to talk. I just want to connect. You know, I just want to bother you. That might be what it is. I just want to bother you. And some of y'all is like, because maybe you guys aren't afraid of you. If it's a past person, it's a past person who's reaching out because you don't seem to be afraid of losing them. And if it's a newer person, it's a newer person who's going to try to keep communication going because they still could be afraid of missing out on you. It's like somebody who already imagined a relationship with y'all from the rip and what kind of relationship y'all could have and all that shit. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's into their health or just has like a lot of energy. So maybe they talk very fast, maybe they talk very like rude, loud, blunt, something like that. They want to do a partnership with y'all in a way. So maybe it could be about money too. So, or there could be money that's involved. So maybe they use money because that Two of Swords could also, and with the Knight of Swords, could also be like leading you astray, telling you one thing, then doing another. You know what I mean? So like this may be somebody who's used to getting things their way. So they may kind of feel like they can just tell you whatever and you go for it. But like maybe you don't do that. That might also be part of it too, because that Nine of Wands could be afraid of approaching you because maybe they kind of perceive something about y'all that like, you know, maybe kind of threw them off. Like, I don't know if I can do that with this person. They don't give me the vibe that I could do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody who'd be excited to see y'all. That's what I will say. They may not let you know it, especially with that Two of Swords. If somebody tries to act indifferent, and it's an act. And so, like, if you see this person in person, they try to act like, oh, I'm indifferent to you. Pretend some of y'all they pretend they don't watch you, look at you, see you. This would be like somebody who tries to ignore your stories, but will see you all over social media, but like your pictures or scan your pictures, or you know what I mean, or you'll see them in, I don't know if you can see. Can you see them in views on like reels and stuff? I don't know. I thought they had to like it, but maybe you know what I mean. So maybe even your TikTok. I think you can see stuff on TikTok. But anyway, wanted to say is, you know, they're pretty nicely dressed too. Somebody who tries to keep their appearance up. That's how you should probably know them too. To try to keep their appearance up. They're really cautious, you know what I mean? But they're just gonna, so somebody else gonna catch y'all off guard then. That Night Swords could be that too, catch you off guard with the communication or with the call or with the text. You're like, damn, I ain't heard from you in a minute. Or I didn't think you were gonna pick up conversation, you know what I mean? Because some of y'all they could have stalled y'all out. Maybe they was waiting to hear from you and you ain't hear them. So they was like, damn, let me call you and see what's up. You know what I mean? So it could be a Leo, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer. I said Libra. Yeah, Pisces, Sag, Cancer. I think that was it. And the Leo. I said that though. And I just say Taurus, right? Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Was that all? Mhm. All right, so here we are. Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius. Aquarius. Hmm. Okay, come on back then, Linus. We'll be back. We'll be here. We will be here. So who is it, Aquarius? I thought that popped. Who's coming your way? Gemini or a Leo? So somebody who likes to like gas you up or likes to like compliment you a lot. Again, we got seventh house again. So it's going to be somebody who's going to probably be good for your like image when it comes to relationships. And it could be some of y'all, it could be somebody who's in a relationship, but I don't know. This may just be me intuitively just saying something here. Really proud person, but very confident, very attractive. And they're attractive maybe in their personality and the way they're able to connect with people. Also, because we got a lot of air so far, they may be slender or slimmer or tall, like taller, maybe tallish, maybe you know what I mean, something along the lines of that. And somebody who prides themselves on the way they can communicate and on their thinking. They also pride themselves on the partners that they have or the friends that they have. So they may have, let's say, important friends, or they may be connected to people who maybe are famous, wealthy, rich, or they're connected to people who just maybe have information that other people don't have. Like maybe they are friends with like the sneaker guy or something, like the sneaker guy who may have like the early drops, or I don't know, the guy who can get Apple stuff earlier can get I don't know, they can get whatever. They can get maybe it's not really that, but I was gonna say maybe they can get like resources that other people can't get. So think about that. So maybe like products and stuff, or maybe they know stuff like that. But anyway, somebody's a show off. The way they talk could be kind of boastful. Anyway, you know what I mean? But it's also very seductive or also very like flattering. It seems to be compliments mostly, but it could be flattering in another way. We shall see. All right. So we got Libra, could be Leo, could be a Gemini. That's good. For y'all, this may be more romantic, but I was gonna say maybe friends. But with the Gemini energy, sometimes Gemini they kind of play mind games. So this may be somebody who plays a mind game at first, and maybe it makes it seem as if they're just friends with you guys, but they see y'all on a more sexual level. All right, could be maybe because we got the cherry here, so they could be somebody who has a public image or a reputation, or is like out in the public in a way where like maybe they work with the public or they're a public servant, or this is somebody who's coming from another city. So maybe they do either a lot of driving or they're just coming from like another area. And sometimes another area could be like they come from another department or they come from like another, I don't know, somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm getting the vibe. It's gonna be somebody who's really social and very curious about you. So they're gonna be talking all the time and doing a whole lot. So this maybe somebody plays themselves up a whole lot. Yeah, they play themselves up. They talk a lot, and it's somebody who's wondering how you feel about them. Y'all be around each other, especially with the world in reverse. Y'all be around each other. There's a different culture to both of y'all. So they may be different, like foreign in a way to you, or they have a different lifestyle or a different culture, a different like a background that's totally different, but like maybe similar because of the world. But it could also be just different in terms of like the experiences y'all had. Like maybe you've had less or more, or I don't know, something about y'all experiences. Because it's somebody who either has traveled a lot, or I'm telling you a story of somebody who hasn't been anywhere like that. Like maybe they never left their hometown, never left their city. They could live in a large city though, because I got the chariot. So they may live in like a large city or a large town or something like, let's say they lived in like Seoul, you know what I mean? Or they live in like maybe, I don't know, what's another large city? Maybe is Rome a large city? But I know like let's say like what's another one? Mumbai, that's a large city. London's a large city, you know what I mean? It could be like a large city that they live in. And maybe some of y'all they've never traveled outside that, or others of y'all they're like an implant because of this chariot in the temperance in the world. Because this may be somebody who doesn't really know their way around or something like that, or is like new to something, like kind of like just maybe freshly getting their foot in somewhere. So like if this is a job, if this has like to do with like a coworker at your job, it's somebody who's just now starting or just kind of getting into it and doesn't really know like everything that like entails what's going on. So some of y'all they observe y'all, watch y'all, they're gonna be reaching out to y'all soon, trying to like maybe, I don't know, compliment you or flatter you, or they're gonna do a lot to try to get your attention so they can do a partnership with y'all. Or they're gonna do a lot so that they can use y'all because y'all may be ahead of them in their mind, or you may have something like that they want, which could be your leadership position, your leadership capabilities. You know what I mean? So maybe they want to learn how you do what you do. You know what I mean? But I get like in a more romantic way, somebody who wants to use y'all. All right, maybe because they feel like you guys would do more of the work for them, or that they like I don't know. Maybe yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe they feel like y'all would do more of the work for them. I don't know where I'm getting this from, but maybe it could be like in a relationship where in terms where they feel like you would put up with more in the relationship than maybe other people would. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could just be like maybe y'all are younger or y'all maybe foreign to them, whatever form maybe you could be like, this from the same country, but foreign to them could be like you just do stuff differently. Maybe you're more into spirituality openly. Maybe you express your politics and worldviews openly. You know what I mean? It could be any of that. It could be like they just kind of recognize that you have a different lifestyle or a different outlook on the world than they do. And they're curious to get to know more about y'all. So I did say they would try to use y'all, but what they're trying to use y'all for, some of y'all is to like maybe get their foot in the door, or to like maybe yeah, get their foot in the door. And when I say get their foot in the door, it's like maybe become a lot more social, maybe put themselves out there a lot more. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all, because it is the Page of Pentacles, this is a coworker, colleague, a student, or this is like somebody who's trying to be a friend. So it may come about like as a friendly gesture at first. You know what I mean? It's insincere because the Page of Pentacles, because it's not really what they want to do, but it may come about like friendly. Even though that's not what I really want. I really would like something else to happen here, but I'm gonna come about like just, messing, chilling, you know what I mean? Like kind of seeming like I'm not doing too much, especially with the Temperance reverse. It's somebody who really wants to push or rush the issue. So they may pressure y'all into an opportunity or taking the opportunity with them. So some of y'all, somebody like that, they may pressure you into it. Or you may feel pressure, but like not know why you feel pressured because of the moon. You know what I mean? It's like it kind of feels like maybe I shouldn't, but like I kind of want to because they're very like outgoing, charming. They say the right stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody wants to sweep y'all off their feet. Yeah, so y'all may have like a secretive affair with this person with the moon here in the world. They could be really just maybe attracted to y'all. Maybe like I said, either your culture or like your body or maybe your status because of the chariot. It could be because of your status, but they could also like you because of like the mystery of you, like not being able to fully read you, wondering where you are, what you're doing. You know what I mean? Wondering like who has access to you, who's getting closer to you, all these things. So if somebody wants to talk it out, if it's a past person, it's a past person who wants to like is going to come back out of jealousy and they're going to put up a fight for y'all, or they're going to put in a lot more energy or a lot of effort to try to have a connection with y'all. If it's, I don't know, for some of y'all, I want to say this, if it's a past person, it's a past person who wants to resume what y'all had going on, just to like, keep y'all around. They may like, I don't know, I don't know. This 10% versus somebody who has 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the Page of Pentacles. It could be like they feel like they missed an opportunity either with you or they missed out on something. You know what I mean? So it could be confusion. So that might be what it is. This person may be using you guys to get clarity, maybe in another situation, or using you to get clarity about like their feelings, their emotions, you know what I mean? What they really want. This may be somebody who doesn't really know what they want. They just know that they want a partner that's passionate, or they want an experience that's passionate, that like stokes their fire, gets them going, makes them feel more devoted, makes them feel more like life is like gives their life more meaning. That's what I'm saying. So they want a partner or somebody in their life that's going to give their life more meaning. What's up there, FK Slay? All right, so they may have like nice car or like really nice clothes. You know what I mean? They probably dress down. So I would think of like smocks, gowns, sweatshirts, sweatpants, maybe dresses. I mean, it depends on the dress, I guess. But like dress down clothes in a way, or clothes that don't seem so formal, super formal. Now, if they wear formal, it's a uniform. It's always a uniform. You know what I mean? With the chariot, it's a uniform. So it's maybe somebody who has like a either they got a newer car or they drive a vehicle like a truck or they drive a I don't know, or they have just like a prominent position in society. So all right. But yeah, anyway, you're gonna get a bunch of conversation with them where they're just gonna be trying to talk to you whenever they're around you, or asking questions whenever they're around you, or they're gonna be doing shit like showing off so that you start trying to talk to them. You know what I mean? That's where I say they may try to pressure you into trying to initiate or into like, maybe like being more friendly or something like that. I'm getting that vibe. All right, so it could be a Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. They may have like golden hair, some of y'all, or they have like curlier hair or like more ruggeder hair. So even if it's like a beard, maybe it's scruffier, or even if it's like hair up here, it's scruffier hair, maybe. So maybe it's not like full hair. Like if it's black people hair, it's not like full hair. Maybe like shortcut or I don't know, like the other little styles, but not like a whole lot of hair. But it could be. But I get like curly hair or like a reddish brownish hair, tannish hair, almost golden for some of y'all. All right, so Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Is that all time? No, but it was close. All right, cool. All right, cool. So let's see, Capricorn. All righty. So Capricorn, who's coming towards you next? Locks? Yeah, it could be locks. I mean, but it's like more like I was looking at more so the hair color. Could be curly hair, could be locks though. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I mean? Could be locks. All right, so here we go. Bam, trying. So it's gonna be somebody you guys can get along with very easily. Also, it'll move very quickly when it's a trying. So somebody you guys will have a benefit. This would be a beneficial interaction to have with this person. They may be coming from a distance because we got Sagittarius energy. Or this is like somebody who's going to be like a big deal. This connection or this person that's coming your way is going to be a big deal. They may be foreign or just not your usual type, but it don't really matter because like when this person comes in, it just kind of flows with ease. So y'all connection moves like very quickly. You're into something new. You may have not planned that, but it just kind of happens. All right. They could be also very free spirited. Some of y'all, like I said, they're coming from a distant place, or they came from a distant place. Because we do got Uranus is somebody who's meant to like break y'all out of a certain pattern or rut. And because we got Sagittarius here, you're meant to explore. So whoever this is coming into your life to kind of push the boundaries, push your limits, push you past your self-imposed limitations. Like I can only do this much, or I'm only willing to do this. But somebody's gonna push you like that. All right, it's somebody who naturally does that for themselves. They like doing that. That's where they like thrive at. So that's why this person's coming into your life because somebody's gonna bring a bunch of beneficial opportunities or a bunch of like synced up synchronistic moments that are like useful for you in the long run. All right, it could be about to say a broad speaker or like uh, a loud speaker, a loud talker, or something like that, or just like maybe very boastful, unusually loud, and then kind of funny too, but like in a quirky way. Like, where do you get these jokes from? Where do you come up with this stuff? Because like some of the stuff that they say, like, where do you come up with this? Where do you even get this, the way to think this way? Because it's somebody who thinks almost kind of futuristic or thinks kind of outlandish, and they're very stubborn. So this is somebody who's never satisfied. So if it's a previous relationship, it's somebody who's coming back who maybe who's never satisfied, was hard to please this person. If not, if it's a newer person, it's still gonna be the same thing. It's a person who's hard to please. So this may be somebody who's used to being the trophy in the relationships. Could be a Sag, could be a Pisces, could be Aquarius. It's somebody who like really is used to being the trophy. That's the big thing. So that's why it's hard for them to be pleased. Yeah, hey, well, we got one. We got one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So it's somebody who's used to being the trophy, but that don't matter. It's somebody who idolizes you and romanticizes you. So they're used to being the pick of the litter, but they're picking you because we got the hangman right next to the nine of cups. So this is somebody who again is waiting on you guys. All right, so they're just probably observing right now. I don't know how they're going to come towards you. Two of cup or two of pentacles, which means they're going to change their approach. All right, we shall see. Oh, six of swords. Okay, and nine of cups in reverse. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so it'd be nine of cups, six of swords, and oh, page of wands. Okay, they're going to be joking and playing, making up. They're going to probably make up an excuse, a reason to talk to y'all. They may invite y'all out, try to invite y'all to go somewhere, maybe go on a venture, maybe they travel towards you, maybe you travel towards them. It'll be that. All right. With the Knight of Cups, though, it's a fickle lover. Sometime, if it's a past person, because the Knight of Cups is a karmic partner, if it's a past person, there's just somebody you guys are going to get right back into the groove with. But there'll be some type of big breakthrough with y'all because y'all going to do something different. So this person may do something that shocks you, wows you all of a sudden. You're like, whoa, that Knight of Cups could be a love bomber. So maybe that's that. Maybe they just out of the blue just tell you how they really feel. But I really feel for the most part, they're going to shock you with like some of y'all, their moodiness. Or they're going to shock you with like their spontaneousness or I don't know, it could be humor. It could be humor because I was picking that up. Could be humor. So they may just kind of message y'all out of nowhere just to try to like catch your attention and interest y'all in something. So it could be maybe a trip or to share some type of experience. Like they want you to indulge in pleasure with them. So like they think it would be a good time for y'all. That's what I will say. So whoever says feel like the interaction that y'all gonna have will be a good time. So like they get hyped up when you be around. Or this is somebody who knows how to hype you up. Like I kind of picked that vibe up. And they think that they can do anything or everything. You know, maybe somebody thinks they're invincible. So that might be it too. All right. They like to show up as a savior at times for people. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's that's it. So I'm gonna say some of y'all they may try to call y'all, text y'all soon, or something like that. It's somebody who wants to sacrifice for y'all or wants to go out of their way for y'all, just so you can see them in a better light. That's what I will say. So maybe some of y'all they're gonna spend money or they're gonna present an opportunity that differs from what they normally do. It's normally somebody who's very opinionated. Normally with y'all they always have they're like they have an opinion about everything, but like around you they go with you, they go with your opinions, they idolize your opinion, you know what I mean? So this could be somebody who's just trying to smooth things out between y'all, especially with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Like let me just make it up to you, try to make, I was like some of y'all try to serenade you like Johnny Gill, try to serenade you or some shit like that, or try to like I don't know, maybe they write poems, maybe they say something really like I don't know, romantic or sweet or some shit like that, or yeah, something along the lines of that. Like this is somebody who knows how to gas y'all up. That's what I will say. Now, some of y'all that are younger than you, and others of y'all that are about your age, but it's somebody who knows how to gas you up, or it's somebody who's going to try to gas y'all up. Y'all may have just a random breakthrough, especially if it's a past person. You're just gonna have some random ass breakthrough where they're being maybe more emotionally present or more emotionally expressive in whatever way that is, which could just be like, maybe wanting to talk, especially with that page of wands, just wanting to talk, just wanting to entertain you, or just wanting to like, I don't know, connect. That's what it is. It's a desire to try to connect with you. All right. So could be a Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, uh, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. I said Pisces. Yes, I did. Excuse me. All right. Y'all gonna get into the flow of talking though. So I guess whenever they start initiating, y'all gonna just get into the flow of talking. That's something you should probably know. It shouldn't be hard to talk to them either because that trying was there. So I guess that's another way you should know. The conversation should flow. It should just be like we just keep talking. We can't even help it. We just be talking. All right. So Sag. Okay, so Sag, who's coming towards you next? All right, Sag. Pisces could be one of these people. It's gonna be somebody who's a big deal to you guys. So somebody who's gonna usher in a new lifestyle towards y'all. So the way that you guys view yourself in the world, this person's coming in to change it. All right. So it's gonna be a big deal because of the interaction. Yeah, we got North Node. So it's gonna be somebody who's a big deal. They're gonna usher in a whole lot of growth. Could be somebody who's in the 100,000 millionaire, maybe billionaire status or something like that. But somebody who's beneficial in that light. Now they don't have to be that. They could just maybe be very like disciplined, very mature, very stable. When they come into your life, they bring money or they bring opportunities that weren't present. Kind of like how it was for Capricorn, because we do got Capricorn here. So it's a Sag, Pisces, or a Capricorn. But because we got North Node, it's somebody who you guys are meant to meet. You guys are going to encounter them because of the direction in life that you guys are headed right now. So whatever direction that you guys are headed right now, that's why you're going to run into this person. All right. So whatever it may be. Usually when Capricorn shows up, it's when you guys are either about to level up in finances, become more disciplined, or when you guys are outgrowing a certain pattern, or when you need to get stability, security, or when you're meeting a Sagittarius is when it's time for you to expand beyond your horizons, explore, have different ideas about the world at large because you guys are about to be in a different environment or a different climate than what you're like used to in your career. All right. So this could be somebody who's maybe either where you want to be or is you're going to be running, yeah, either they're where you want to be or they've been where you already wanted to be. You know what I mean? So they've already been to where you want to get to. So something along the lines of that. But they're going to be bringing in some type of generation, I would say generational opportunity. So it could be a generational opportunity, but I was also thinking that they're going to be bringing in some type of generous opportunity, generous. All right. So it could be a business owner, or it could be somebody who's like making some pretty good money, or somebody who's just very like disciplined, who a lot of people take very seriously. A lot of people would feel blessed to have this encounter with this person in this way. So just maybe somebody who you guys would be like, ooh, so all of a sudden you have more meetings because this person comes into your life. Ten of Pentacles. So it could be, like I said, some of y'all generational wealth or generational opportunity. This could be like maybe an increase in your job. Maybe your boss, your manager is giving you like a increase in your job, or maybe you guys are getting certification or a recommendation from somebody that's like worth it. You know what I mean? I'm getting a vibe of that. 'Cause I got 4 wands here and a 10 of Pentacles. So that means that some of y'all are going to hit a milestone when it comes to cash, money, your life, the way that you live, something that you guys haven't done before. You know what I mean? So something like that. And it's something that you guys are meant to have, because you guys are like, maybe it's a challenging period for y'all at one point. So it's something that you guys are meant to have, so you guys can like learn the lesson. And if whatever you're going to be getting is intended for y'all to like build this long term. So whoever this person is coming into your life is probably like a teacher. We can call it a spiritual teacher, but it could just be anything. Like you could be maybe becoming friends with a banker, and they teach you maybe like more financial literacy, how to make money on top of money, and like what to invest in, maybe what assets to buy, or you know what I mean? Just I'm giving you any type of example. It don't have to be any of these things that I'm saying, but the premise is that it's going to be a beneficial opportunity that's coming your way from the interaction that you're going to have with this person. Either you take on their philosophy, or this person just brings in a whole lot of luck. So if it's a relationship that's about to get past the honeymoon stage. This is somebody who you probably would want to settle down with because of all the added benefits that come with this person. You know what I mean? So you guys may move in together. You guys may talk about children, family. They have the same value system as you. You know what I mean? Like what you guys find to be important in relationships or in life, they do too. So that's what you guys would be aligning to. So if it's like a friend, then it'd be somebody along the lines of that. But if it's a friend, this would be a friend that'd be around for a long time. If it's a romantic partner, it's a partner who you guys would want to be around for a long time. So we got the Empress here. So definitely. So somebody who's gonna want to take care of y'all, or somebody who you guys would want to take care of. You know what I mean? Like where you want to nurture, love, make sure that they're good. It's somebody who's gonna want to do that with y'all. So that's why I say maybe y'all may build a household or have children. So maybe somebody who's like looking at you as a viable partner for children, or looking at you as like a viable partner for a wife or a husband. So it's probably gonna be the best reading so far for everybody, because this one's like really clean cut and dry. Somebody who's looking for y'all to like settle down or be into some type of relationship. So this is like a soul's lesson for y'all though. So there's a lesson that's going there's a lesson that's going to be behind this. All right, what may it be? Hangman. Okay, so the lesson is the Empress, Page of Swords, and Hangman in reverse. I know that Hangman in reverse is about having unrealistic expectations about things. So I don't know what you're going to learn about that, but you know what I mean? Because the Page of Swords is here, it means that you need to learn quickly either what it is that you need from a partner, like in order to feel safe, you know what I mean, secure. Because you may have people like strategically trying to be around y'all soon, either trying to date y'all, trying to move in, trying to have children, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like people really have their eye on you at this time. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't, even if it's not having children, it's like, I want you to care about my livelihood. So that's what I am saying. So even if you're not having children, it's just people who want you to take care of their livelihood. They could be wanting you to nurture them. They could be wanting you to love them. They could be wanting you to take care of them. They could be wanting to take care of you. They could be wanting to like, nurture you and all these things. It's people who want to be there for you is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all, because the Empress is a finished product. Her and the Emperor, finished products. So something about you, especially with the North Node, and Capricorn shows up when you guys are either about to get to a finish, like closing out the end of a hard cycle, or when you're about to get to a point where you're becoming more disciplined and outgrowing certain stuff. So even if you haven't quite outgrown it, then it happens. You're about to. So it's one of those two. So if you haven't outgrown it yet, then you're about to. And this is somebody else who you guys can learn from, pick up some of their traits, their signs. It's somebody who are like, will take their time with you. They'll practice grace with you. They'll allow you to like make mistakes and, maybe like express your frustrations and, still let you come back. Or like, so let's say it was a job. You could be like, I don't want to do this, quit. And they'd be like, yo, you can come back. We like you. It'd be that. It'd be like something like that. So these are people who are fond of having you guys around. If it's a past person, this person you had fond memories of or great experiences with, you guys could have had a long-term relationship or just like had a lot of memorable experiences. And this is somebody who's grown up and they like want to come back around now, reconcile, or want to reunite with you. They may like, I don't know, some of y'all are going to strategically try to meet up with you. So I don't know how that plays for y'all, but like this is a strategy to it. So they may know where you're at, where you're going, how you're going, and then try to show up and meet you there at that same time. And something along the lines of that. It's like a strategy to trying to run into you or trying to meet up with you at a location that y'all both go to, which could be work, which could be gym, could be the library, could be the Walmart, could be the gas station. Who knows? You know what I mean? Wherever y'all may go, that this person may have like had tabs on, they're gonna try to like run into y'all at the same. It could be a fucking apartment building. You do got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, I mean 4 Wands. So it could even be like an apartment or a housing complex or anything. Like you're gonna probably run into this person and one of those, or like a shopping mall or some shit like that. Anything. All right. So if somebody feels like they didn't take action on y'all before, or didn't like maybe they were looking for signs of attraction from you before, or looking for signs that like they were having any influence or any like pull over you before. Anyway, you're gonna get communication from them, or you're gonna get some type of conversation from them. Especially with the Page of Swords, 7 of Swords, it's like a strategy of like talking and then trying to like read between the lines with y'all. All right, so could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Sag, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Pisces. All right. Okay. So we shall see. All right. So who we on now? Scorpio. 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 Let's see. Who's coming toward y'all next? Let me look and see who's coming towards you next. All right, we got Lilith. So it's coming to somebody you guys desire, or somebody who's like going to express their shadow side with y'all. So somebody who may find you guys to be tempting or temptation or a guilty pleasure to them. All right, it's somebody who feels empowered when you're around, or somebody who either you make them feel empowered when either somebody feel empowered when you're around, or this is somebody who makes you feel empowered when they're around. So it could be an Aquarius, could be a Taurus. It could be somebody who has a large following, or somebody who just has like a great social network and or networking abilities. They know how to get money. They know how to get resources. They know how to get funds. They could be kind of just like stubborn though, because we got 2 fixed signs. So there's somebody who like likes to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So somebody who's looking at you like that, they may be looking at a connection or a relationship with you as like luxury. So some of y'all is somebody who's following you or friends with you, maybe on social media. What's up there, Phoenix Moon? There's maybe somebody who could be following you or a follower, or somebody who like is on social media, most likely with 11th house, they could be, or they're part of like a large organization, company, network, or something like that. Maybe they can talk to a lot of people, or they talk to a lot of people. So maybe some of y'all they may do sales or do a lot of partnerships, deals, negotiations, strong handshake. You know what I mean? Something like that. Strong handshake type of person. Strong grip, bitch. You know what I mean? So they may have like even if it's a woman, they kind of like grip hands pretty strong. All right. It's a stubborn, slow person. They may live more of a luxurious lifestyle, or they just somebody who, again, kind of is used to getting what they want. Maybe because of the people that they know, but it could also just be like they're used to getting what they want because maybe they're just, I don't know, very sexually appealing because of the Lilith and the Taurus. They can have a very sexually appealing body. Usually this could be like a nice butt, nice breasts, or if it's a man, it's like a nice chest, maybe nice shoulders. Maybe Taurus is more about the physical body, but they can also maybe they can have an attractive face though. So it could be their face too. So if they don't have like the most attractive body, they have like an attractive face, really attractive. You know what I mean? But anyway, somebody has strong sexual energy to them. All right. So they're gonna try to reach out to y'all soon. Yeah, we got 2 of Cups. 2 Cups, Cancer, upright. All right. So let's see. Yep, 10 of Swords. So that's somebody who wants to break the ice with y'all. So somebody who wants y'all, probably wanted y'all for a minute too with the 10 of Swords. They get tired of playing with y'all. So somebody who probably is gonna be trying to get y'all a number or try to give you their number or something like that. They may try to disguise it as a networking opportunity or a money making opportunity or something like that. So like I don't know, say you was looking for a job. Not maybe you're not looking for a job. But I'm just giving you an example. Let's say that you were looking for a job. This would be like somebody like, yeah, here, take my number and I'll let you know because my job is hiring, but they may not really be hiring. But this person really just wants to talk to you. I'm giving you that type of example. This is somebody who may go about it in that way where that they're friendly and like super social, but also they have an issue with like going past a certain point with you because maybe they haven't really said that yet, especially with the 10 of Swords. You're just a guilty pleasure. This could be somebody who is in the friend zone for some of you. All right. So it could be Aquarius, could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn. All right. Yeah. Somebody, I'm telling you, they're expecting a breakthrough with y'all communication, with y'all conversation. They're expecting either to break the ice or they're expecting something random to happen or something drastic to happen between y'all because they feel like y'all be ignoring them or they feel like y'all not really talking to them or some of y'all they may feel like y'all got bored. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're not like texting as much, maybe you know what I mean? So it's somebody who pretends that everything is fine right now, but it's really like wanting y'all to like reach out or wanting y'all to talk or you know what I mean? So just maybe somebody who's like unpredictable, erratic at times, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's somebody who's upset with like the status of your relationship. So maybe you guys aren't talking to them right now. Like especially with the nine of swords, with the ten of swords, I mean with the eight of swords, seven of swords, they say one thing, then do another. There's someone who maybe told y'all, let's say like this would be like somebody would say, "Oh, I'm come over," and then they don't come over. Or they're like, "Yo, I'm gonna call you back," and then they don't call you back. Or like it's somebody like that. It's somebody who gets caught up in their own mess and then tries to get you to fix it. You know what I mean? Or this will be somebody who's like that. Like you guys get caught up. So when I say get caught up in their own mess, you can just get caught up in like some of the bullshit that they be on. You know what I mean? Like maybe they keep putting themselves in like fucked up situations and then they come back to you like, yo, can you help me out? Can you do this? Can you do that? You're like, why'd you do that? You did that shit. But then for others of y'all, somebody who wants to have a relationship with you, but they also feel maybe intimidated by y'all, especially with the eight of swords, because they may feel like y'all ignoring them or not really paying them any mind. Y'all haven't talked to them, especially with the seven of swords, eight of swords, and the ten of swords. Y'all not talking. So as somebody who wants to like break the ice between y'all so that they can have maybe more intimacy with y'all, that way they can try to fuck you. Or that way they can just at least feel comfortable being your friend. Like usually with the Lilith, it's more sexual, but it don't have to be sexual. It could just be that they just want to like, maybe be closer to you because like maybe you're a friend that makes them feel confident that they can do whatever, anything at any given time. Maybe you have some type of backing behind you. Some of y'all is like a financial backing, you know what I mean? And then others of y'all, it could be somebody who I don't know, because I also want to say it's maybe somebody who wants to give you guys a promotion. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, somebody who wants to give y'all a promotion. You know what I mean? They desire to like empower you. Like it's somebody who finds that. So some of y'all, this maybe somebody who goes viral or somebody who gets a lot of exposure. Like maybe they get like a lot of customers or a lot of clients, or maybe they like, I don't know, they're kind of out there in a way, is what I'm saying. They have a big network or they have a lot of people that they're able to like, identify with, or a lot of people identify with them. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who maybe wants to like attach you to other people for some of you. And then others of y'all, somebody who just wants to attach you to them, but they want to figure out what it is that would like pin you down. So maybe you're a little difficult for this person. Especially with the Eight of Swords, they really feel like you're like ignoring them or they feel like you're not getting caught up in their like web. You know what I mean? Like whatever strategy they were trying to use to get you to like submit, it's not working. It's like, that's not working. I don't care nothing about that shit. You know what I mean? So, no, I was just noticing that. It's a prideful person though. It's a prideful person who doesn't really want to like initiate with y'all. So they may just kind of try to keep it like friendly. They don't want to really say what's really on their mind, especially with the seven of swords, eight of swords, ten of swords. If somebody who doesn't really want to say it, they just kind of, I don't know, somehow they expect fate to kind of bring y'all together. So like their next actions in terms of like coming towards you is to like either fake friendly, like you know what I mean, or to just like hang around and act like nothing's really going on, or like try to attach you to be with them, to do something with them, but like mislead you about why we're doing it. So like I said, like try to get your number, but get your number for something else. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I need to do something like this. Because some of y'all, this could be like a deceitful way. Especially with the Queen of Wands, some of y'all, this may be somebody who's like either seeing you as the other woman or the other man, because it's maybe taboo. With this Lilith can be a taboo. I'm just kind of noticing that. So there's maybe somebody who's in a relationship, and this may be a betrayal. Maybe they are betraying somebody, or maybe I'm just going too far. Because I was noticing a lot of different things that were going on here. So, but yeah, I was kind of feeling that way too. So this could be like a betrayal. Maybe you're like the other man or other woman, or something along the lines of that. Because it's something that's like the obvious that you guys would be ignoring. Something about the relationship you guys would be ignoring the obvious, or it's somebody who wants to ignore the obvious, which could be that you're off limits or that they're off limits, or it could just be that like there's some type of complexity or difficulty to being in a relationship, but they still want to do it anyway. You know what I mean? And they may just try to use the friendship first, or some type of deal partnership, or use some type of like common ground goal as a way of connecting with y'all. All right. It's somebody who fetishized y'all though. So I don't know what y'all be doing that like makes them fetishize you though. So it could be Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Libra. Yeah. Somebody you guys just see out like here and there. Well, not here and there. They kind of like pop up out of nowhere. So like you just see them like, oh wait, what's up? You know what I mean? But like some of y'all, they just be like try again because that Eight of Swords is there. It's somebody who tries to ignore you, but like it's obvious that they're not like it becomes so obvious that they're trying to ignore you. That's what it is. It's somebody who like they see you, but they try to ignore you. You're like, all right, you know what I mean? But anyway, you're gonna have a breakthrough with them too. Kind of like somebody else. I forgot who the other sign was, but y'all will have a breakthrough with them. Okay, so let's look and see. Libra. Libra, who's coming towards you? Who is it? Oh, okay. So somebody you guys are gonna be confronting, or they're gonna be confronting you. All right. So somebody you guys could have a hot cold relationship with. And hot cold could just mean like some days we talk, other days we don't talk. All right. Could be a Leo, could be a Gemini. So some of y'all is gonna be somebody who stays in your neighborhood, and then because the third house, but then others of y'all is gonna be somebody who you guys maybe talk to regularly. So sometimes it could be like siblings. This could be people who feel like siblings or feel like family. It could be a community in general, like your neighborhood in general, like people in your neighborhood. All right. But anyway, somebody who wants your attention on them. Oh, of course. Thank you so much, Phoenix. It's somebody who wants your attention on them. All right. So you guys may have had either opposing views about your relationship, or this is just like somebody who's coming from a different angle with y'all conversations. So they're going to change their approach with the way that they talk to y'all. So they may come about more complimentary. They may come about flattering you more, boosting you up, you know, praising you. I don't know, something, you know what I mean? Something very expressive. This person's very good at expressing themselves, and they're very good at getting attention from other people. I did this already. They're very good at getting attention from other people, or they're very good at like having ideas that would intrigue others. So I think they could be into communication or do a job that like they have to talk to a lot of people. So that could be anything. But it may be a job where they really have to talk to a lot of people. All right. And they could be in a leadership position or like top of their field in a way, or we shall see. Um, who is it? Two of Wands. So somebody tunnel vision on you right now. So yeah, so that's somebody who stays at if they stay at a short distance. I'm telling you, they stay at a short distance. Five of Cups. All right. And what? Ten of Cups. Okay. So somebody because oh shit. I'm telling you, it's somebody who doesn't want to fight with y'all anymore. It's somebody who wants to take a risk with y'all into a relationship. So it could be somebody you guys are having. Yeah, I did say that. Somebody who wants to confront you, but it's what I wanted to say first was confront the elephant in the room. So there could be somebody who feels like you guys have tension between each other, and they want to present an opportunity to either be. I want to say some of y'all are more than friends, but again, it's going to start off with the Two of Cups, which could be just friendship or just being cordial. Hey, hi, like talking more. So like if you don't talk to this person already, then that's the next action to start talking more, like to start communicating with you more. Because the opposition means that you're about to see the opposite spectrum of an interaction with somebody. So maybe if this is a past person, let's say you met the dirt bag side of them, then they're about to show you the more sweet, the more generous, the more positive side of them. Or if you've seen the conniving side of them, then you're about to see that side of them. You know what I mean? You're about to see a whole different side. But with the Ten of Cups here, you're about to see a side that you probably would want to embrace, especially with the Five of Wands reverse, Fool, Three of Swords. This is somebody who like is probably going to apologize to y'all if it got that far. If nothing like that ever happened between y'all, then this is going to be somebody who's going to be trying to like peacefully be around y'all, try to find some type of similar interest, hobby. Y'all may have a similar interest or hobby that makes y'all connected. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do because the Two of Wands is a strategy. So that's what they're going to do. So if somebody's trying to pinpoint maybe how you feel about them through either being friends or through being cordial, like just trying to feel that vibe out. Because a Gemini is somebody who pays attention to signs or pays attention to patterns, pays attention to like mannerisms, like Virgo. They pay attention to like your body language, your tone. So, you know what I mean? Maybe even through text. This somebody could read through your text. You're like, oh, you said it this way instead of saying it that way. So somebody who like really pays attention to all that. They could be kind of shy with y'all too, or a little bit bashful. So this is somebody who's gonna try to like some of y'all like I said, some of y'all are gonna try to just be friends first and then try to like get into a relationship with y'all, but or just try to be friendly and then try to get into a relationship with y'all, or then try to like share some type of space with y'all. And I don't know what I mean by space, but like some type of space. Like they want to do something that y'all both do, or that y'all both would enjoy doing. So they're trying to find some type of activity that you both would like enjoy, like doing together. That's somebody who wants to do that. So this may be somebody who works out. It maybe isn't like a run club, a fight club, or into like maybe X, because some of y'all could be like an X pro sport, but I was thinking like they play like D League, or they play like, I don't know, like maybe they play flag football, or I don't know, pickup games at the court, or at the basketball court or something, or they do like, I don't know, volleyball or some shit. Like or they can even be like a little coach, like a coach to a football, basketball team or some shit like that. Like I kind of get a vibe of that. It's somebody who knows about teamwork, knows about like family, knows about connecting with others, or somebody who wants to connect with y'all because they feel like you guys will bring a little bit more peace into their life. All right. And so somebody's going to take a risk towards y'all to be vulnerable with you. So either they're running from another relationship or some type of like difficult cycle that they were dealing with, or they were like running from like jealous friends or people who compete with them or something like that. So, and if it's a past person, they're just trying to make amends with y'all. They're trying to find some type of peaceful resolution so that y'all can spend some time together. You know what I mean? And somebody who's sorry, but probably won't say they're sorry. I said it may say sorry, but like this somebody's prideful too, though. So it may not be sorry. It may be sorry in like a strategic way, in a way that only in a way that only you would know that they're sorry. You know what I mean? Like y'all may have a relationship that like some things go unspoken. You know what I mean? If it's like that for y'all. That's with the Three of Swords. It's maybe somebody who struggles saying sorry, or struggles with like vulnerabilities, but they're going to do it to an extent with y'all, but it may kill this person to really be vulnerable, or to like admit when they be wrong. They don't be knowing what to do. They're like, I don't know how to say I'm wrong, or how to say, I mean, I'm not going to say they don't know how to say they're sorry, but like when they're wrong, they be like, it kills them to like have to admit that. All right. So could be a Gemini, Leo, Aries, Scorpio. Uh, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius. It's Aries, Aquarius. Yep, or a Libra, like I said. Oh, same thing. Okay. Okay. So, oh. All right, let me see. So, Virgo, who's coming towards you next? Let's look and see. Damn. All right, we got the sun out here again, too. So, it's going to be somebody you guys may be proud of, or proud to have around you, or somebody proud to have you. You shall see. Could be another Virgo, could be Leo. So it's somebody who's definitely like focused on their appearance a lot. They could be a perfectionist. Yeah, I think they're in the entertainment industry, or they just like they get a lot of attention for their appearance, or for like the way they take care of themselves. So they may dress up really nice, you know what I mean, or just take like these really nice pictures. Some of y'all, they're like a socialite in a way, or just like very social with people, like being in the inner crowd, upper crowd, maybe higher echelon, maybe whatever that may be for you, which could just be like, maybe a certain group of people, maybe who are high paid or something, or high earners. That would be like a version of higher echelon. But it could also be like people who are high achievers. Like, let's say we're at like, I don't know, work in the high sellers, you know what I mean? Or like we're at the gym and the people who lift the heavier weights, or, we're at I don't know, maybe you do Zumba, and the person that like keeps going the most or some shit. I don't know, but it's somebody who's like an overachiever. All right. Anyway, this is somebody who wants to win your approval. That's who's going to be coming towards y'all. Somebody who wants to win your approval or get you to like them more. All right, so they're going to be strategic about that. So somebody who's already kind of analyzed y'all and already kind of feels like they know y'all. So somebody probably, so this may be somebody who's also popular and liked by a lot of people, but also kind of socially awkward. Doesn't really know how to like interact with people. So if they're like popular, famous, they really don't know how to like think of like the Michael Jackson syndrome. This may be somebody who doesn't know how to interact with people who like, maybe are under them, or like people who are like maybe regular or different from them in some way. Like, so they don't really know how to deal with this. So maybe somebody who's like in the public eye like that, or famous like that, or deals with a lot of people like that, where like they can't relate to people who haven't had that experience. You know what I mean? Like if you ever dated a man that always like dates models, or you ever date a woman who always dates like sports players or millionaires or something like that, it's a different experience. like dealing with them is a totally different experience. You know what I mean? Because like they're only used to dealing with these type of people, or they only used to being around this type of social group. So like talking to them and communicating with them and spending time with them, the stuff that they would be focused on may be totally different from you. But anyway, what I'm saying is they want to win your approval. All right. So they're trying to like, oh yeah, they're gonna try to text y'all. It could be somebody who stays in a foreign area or like somewhere tropical, rainy, or so think of like Washington, Seattle, which is still Washington, maybe Oregon. Where else would it be rain at? Northern California or even California in general. But I think Southern California don't really get that much rain. Florida, kind of floral. Louisiana, Mississippi. I don't know where else like the world would be floral. Maybe Thailand. Maybe I don't know. Zimbabwe. I have no idea about the terrain anywhere else outside of America. So just follow me for what I'm saying. Because it seems like they live like in a more floral or like a tree-like area. So it could be forest, woods, or something along the lines of that. Swampland, who knows? It gives me that type of vibe. All right. It's a lot of greenery at least. So maybe they do house like have plants and stuff. So maybe somebody has like a lot of stuff like that, plants and shit. So somebody who's confident in themselves, expressing it, you're gonna see, God damn, they're extroverted too, magnetic. They know how to draw attention from people. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Could be a gambler. That's the first thing I thought was a gambler. So they could be a gambler. It could be somebody who's like maybe be like events where there's like a lot of money being exchanged, or that this person just gets a lot of like large incremental payments. Like they may get royalties for something. So maybe it's like a singer, rapper, actor, movie maker. Like they get royalties in a way, or they get like repeated incremental payments or large sums in some way. So this may be somebody who's like very beneficial to have in your life because this is somebody who's going to boost your confidence. They're going to be very territorial. We got King of Wands. It's definitely going to be somebody who's like a go-getter. Could be tall, but if they're not tall, they just like very confident. They're about their shit. Like people are attracted to this person. And this is somebody who'll be territorial over y'all super quick. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like everybody dating celebrities, but I don't know. I mean, celebrities like these days, anybody could be a celebrity. You know what I mean? Somebody said I was a celebrity. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But maybe to some people, so somewhere I am. And then there are like people who be online who like, are celebrities too. And then there's people who like, I don't know, even like in your everyday life at the gym or at the job or at your, I don't know, wherever you be at school, there be people who are like celebrities. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting the vibe of. They just interact with a lot of people. But because we got Showstopper, I usually think of somebody who's like in an industry, some type of popular industry where people see them all the time. You know what I mean? So you guys are gonna have some type of interaction with them. It's gonna be an interaction where maybe they like acknowledge you over other people too. Especially with the deaf here, you may get some type of influence with this person. They present an opportunity to y'all that they're not presenting to anybody else, which could be the date because of that King of Wands, like they go after what they want. But it could also be an opportunity for financial capital to make some money, a financial come up coming your way. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Somebody who wants to win your approval though, wants to make you guys happy. If it's a past person or a person that maybe went ghost, or a person who like you guys had like a vagueness in communication with, this is somebody who's like going to reappear. You got the Hermit in reverse. This somebody wants to reappear back into your life. And then right from there is the Five of Cups. So it's somebody who like wants to come back and wants hoping for your acceptance. And especially with the death here, this may go further than where it went before because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So it's beneficial now for it to go somewhere. So most likely it will go to another level. If this is like a past person, this is a past person who's going to step their shit up with the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. They're going to step it up, put way more effort in. This somebody's going to really be crossing their T's, dotting their I's, focused on all the details, doing what it is that you need them to do. All of this just to try to win your approval, just to try to make you feel like they're the best. And it's not that they're not. It's just that they want you to really like see them as the best catch. Because the King of Wands, somebody who is considered a great catch. So, you know what I'm saying? You said when you catch your favorite readers in the same place. Hey, Dale. Yeah. So yeah, I was noticing that. Some of y'all they have blacker hair, and then others here that have blonde hair. I was noticing that blonde hair. And some of y'all they're bald. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But this is somebody who doesn't be around a lot of people though. Like, so it's very beneficial for you to have this person's attention because not everybody gets this attention from this person. Like nobody, not really that many people are noticed by this person. You know what I mean? So like for them to like you, they had to like a lot about you. Like you're like a total package to this person. So that's the only reason this person would be approaching y'all. All right. So it could be a Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo. Yep. Yep. They got a big smile. Somebody has like a big smile. You know what I mean? Like a big smile. They could take really nice pictures too. Some of y'all they either just recently graduated or something like that, and you may be catching this person after the end of another relationship. So that might be also something there that you need to know. But it's beneficial to run into this person, so I ain't gonna be mad at you if you did. I'm just saying that you may be catching them at the end of a relationship or like at the end of a cycle where they're like becoming another version of themselves. You know what I mean? And it's like very fruitful for them. So they could be on the come up right now. So somebody else maybe like a rising star, Virgo, maybe. All right, maybe we shall see. All right, so let's see. Cancer. No, just joking. Leo. Leo. Let's see. Kitty, would you had that? Did you have that already? Did you have that already like uh copied and paste somewhere? Cause ain't no way you just did all those line emojis that fast. You must have had that copied and pasted somewhere. That was too many lines and too many sparkles at one time. There's no way you was just and then press send. You had that copied and pasted. I know it. I know that move. I seen it. It was too organized. You typed it? Yo, you got the fastest thumbs ever. All right, so who is this? It's gonna be a Scorpio or somebody's gonna be trying to be strategic towards y'all. You got the fastest thumbs ever. Yeah, she do. I could imagine. I couldn't imagine having an argument with Kitty through text. You never get a word in. She dropping everything. You be like, damn, I didn't even get to answer the last three messages. She just dropped everything. And she threw some emojis and some sparkles in there for some extra glitz and glam. That'll piss me right off. That is crazy. That'll piss me straight off. He's like, yo, you can't even get a word in. I just block you. Bloop, block, block. If I can't get my words in, blocked. We're done. All right, so somebody's going to try to strategically try to love y'all or try to express their feelings towards y'all. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Cancer, could be a Sag. So maybe somebody's at a distance, or this is going to be somebody who's like a distant lover to y'all. So they don't have to really be at a distance. They just may be a distant lover. Like they may like to roam from partnership to partnership, or this is just somebody who's like very free spirited. I kind of get a vibe of like free spirited, partnership to partnership, but they don't have to be. All right, so Sag, Cancer, Scorpio. If they are, this is somebody who really kind of likes y'all. They like your love, the way you guys love. They like maybe your sex because of Scorpio energy and the Cancer energy. But if they don't, they just like maybe possessing you. Maybe they like the closeness of being around you. You know what I mean? They could be possessive over you. It's somebody who's like that, jealous, possessive, secretive, controlling at times, you know what I mean? But also wants to like share their life with you, wants to explore, see the world. Some of y'all they are exploring or coming from like a long distance or something like that. And then others of y'all is just, I don't know, maybe just have like a different like lifestyle compared to yours. The way that they live is totally different than yours. All right. Anyway, somebody who's moody, sometimey. You guys may be on a little break at this time. 'Cause I seen the two of cups in reverse. So could be Cancer, it could be a Libra, it could be a Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Sag. All right, we shall see. Let me see. That's that Taurus, huh? Y'all might as well go ahead and get married then, Kitty. You might as well. Just tell them you want to be married. Let me see. So somebody who's looking for a caretaker or somebody who wants a caretaker. I got four cups. So they don't really be having much of a life. That's what I will tell you. All right, got Cancer, Cancer. That's why it's perfect. Okay, it makes sense now. Makes sense now. So if this is like somebody who's foreign or from like another area or is like coming from a distance, this is somebody who doesn't have a lot of people where they are, don't really get they can't really get comfortable with people. So like they may be like relying on you guys for maybe comfort. You may be somebody who they feel safe around, they can trust. Four cups is here, so that means that this is somebody who's used to you in some way, or somebody who is like comfortable with you guys. They could just be discontent. Maybe because this person, like I said, wants you to like somebody they like a clingy, needy partner, and you guys may be very independent, or this is somebody who's looking for that type of partner. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. They're looking for that. I got a judgment here. So if it's a past person, it's a past person who wants to show you their loyalty. They want to start over, brand new, fresh skate. I mean, fresh start, what do you call it? Fresh slate, clean, fresh slate. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. They want to start over. All right. So it's somebody who doesn't like being alone, doesn't like being single. Maybe they miss what y'all used to do for them, especially with the Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all used to do stuff for them, something that they could see, practical. All right. So whatever that may be, maybe you cooked meals, maybe you sent money, maybe you cooked, I don't know, whatever you did. You did something. Maybe you shared your Costco card with them or your Sam's Club card with them, or maybe, you know what I mean? Something. Maybe you did something. You shared something with them, or you were helping them out in some way because the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So they were expecting something, something you were doing for them. You guys were doing something for them. All right, maybe you guys were helping them out. I don't know, maybe helping them with their career, helping them get forward, helping them gain momentum. Maybe you were keeping them disciplined. You were doing something, something. All right. So it's somebody who misses what you guys were bringing to the table, especially with the Four Cups. It could now some of y'all you could have rejected this person, or this person could have rejected y'all, or this could have been like a strategy for some of y'all because maybe it's somebody who wanted y'all to chase them, especially with the Ten of Wands. This is somebody who didn't feel like they needed to put a lot of effort or put a lot of time or into the connection with y'all. So if somebody didn't want to seem too pressed or didn't want to seem like they needed you too much. All right, sometimes with the Nine of Pentacles inverse, this could be somebody who owes you a debt or feels like they owe you a debt or feels like you owe them a debt. It's one of the two. You know what I mean? That Ten of Wands is here. So they could either feel like they owe you a debt, feel like you owe them a debt. So it could be like a feeling of responsibility, especially with the Judgment and the Justice in reverse. Could be a feeling of responsibility. You know what I mean? So it could be somebody who feels like they need to like put in some real effort to try to make amends or try to make it up to y'all. All right. So some of y'all it could be money. Maybe they had money issues, or I don't know. It look like this person got a new career, new job, new car, new house, new something. Look like they got something going on, especially with the chariot now. Look like somebody, if they don't have all this going on, they got something, maybe a prominent position or some type of status that now they're willing to like give to y'all or share with y'all or something. You know what I mean? They leveled up with this chariot. They leveled up. So if somebody wants to bring something to y'all, it could be a gift, it could be a kind offer, it could be, I don't know, something that they feel will appease you, whatever that may be. So you'll get a message from them, a text, I don't know, a call. It's going to be strategic though. So I don't know if it's a message or a call. It may be like sent through a friend of a friend, like somebody else come tell you, hey, yo, like somebody be like, Noonie wants you to call him. That would come through somebody else. You know what I mean? Like they didn't tell you. You know what I mean? Like I didn't tell you. Somebody else told you I said that. But did I say that? Maybe. But did I not? So it kind of gives that vibe. All right, because it's somebody who's moody. So they may use somebody else. Yeah, it could be a coworker, it could be a friend, it could be sometimes it's like their mom, they sister, somebody say, yo, my cousin wants you to call him, tall or call her or something. You know what I mean? Like you or they like ask a question like, have you talked to my cousin? Have you talked to my friend? So it may be like that. It may kind of come about in that way. Because somebody's gonna bring him up, I almost want to say, especially with the moon here. They're curious about like your whereabouts or where y'all been or how y'all been, or especially with the moon in reverse. It's something about y'all that they're like wondering. Maybe it could be rumors. So they could have heard rumors. Some of y'all could be rumors that they heard, or it could just be like, especially with the reputation. So it could be like maybe people were trying to taint your reputation, or this could be like, I don't know, something. It's somebody who's worried about their reputation though. So they're no longer worried about it now because they want the relationship with y'all. So they're going to be trying to push a lot more, put forth a lot more effort, or just really like step up their like devotion. You know what I mean? Where like it's going to be a lot more persistent, where you know that this person is trying you now. You're like, oh, okay, I see you. So they may get more aggressive. Where maybe at first they seem like they weren't impressed, they're going to start getting more aggressive and start trying to present opportunities for y'all to move y'all connection forward, whether it be in talking, whether it be in hanging out, whether it be in gifting you stuff, or like, and it'd be little stuff. It don't have to be nothing big. You know what I mean? It'd be little stuff like, here, use my Costco, you can use my car instead of using your car and your gas, use my car. Or it'll be little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's strategy though, but it's strategy to try to show you that I care, to try to show you that I'm like concerned for you, to try to show you that I'm there for you. It's that vibe. It's all that vibe. Okay. So could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. Okay, yeah. So that's that. Somebody who be dressing down, and then others of y'all they be wearing uniforms. I wanted to say that they don't be having no life. I'm trying to tell y'all, whoever this is don't really have no life. They probably just go to work. You know what I mean? Go to work. Maybe they have a little hobby because of the Page of Pentacles. So maybe that's where y'all meet at, maybe a hobby or something like that. But they're going to try to present an opportunity for y'all to do something together to try to connect, or they're going to start trying to be more friendly, more like polite in a way, or helpful in a way to try to connect. So either which way, it's going in one of those directions. Okay, so Cancer. Let's look. Who is it? It's somebody who's going to try to strategically try to get into a relationship with y'all. Some of y'all is maybe more of a sexual connection, but it's committed. Y'all was looking for that. All right. So we shall see. It'll be a position. It'll be a potential, but you guys have to like either allow each other to like take so like wherever you're strong at, this person may not be strong at. So you need to allow this person to be strong where they're strong at, and they need to allow you to be strong where you're strong at. So it could be power struggles, internal power struggles, but it's only going to be that way if you're not going to play your part and they don't play their part. And their part is whatever they're good at, and your part is whatever you're good at. And that's what you guys have to accept each other for. If you could do that, then you guys will probably have a relationship. All right, so it may be unexpected too, because I just seen the Uranus when it went back in. So okay, we got a lot of Leo energy. So we got the Sun here. So it's gonna be an attractive partner or somebody who finds you who like you'd be proud of, or somebody's gonna be proud of you. Could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini, Leo, Pisces. It's gonna be somebody who idolizes you guys, not them. I mean, you may idolize them, maybe, but it's gonna be somebody who idolizes you guys. All right, that's what I'm thinking. All right, so they could stay a short distance from y'all too, because we got Gemini energy or Virgo energy, not Virgo, Mercury energy. So they may stay a short distance from y'all. Also, there's somebody who focuses on their physical health, so they have a lot of good energy. So they may be like a runner or walker or do cardio or some shit like that, or they be working out, or I don't know. There's somebody who has a lot of energy and they have an upbeat way of talking too. And they also kind of talk very vivid or like in stories. So this may be somebody who teaches like anecdotally, or like they talk through maybe fables, riddles, rhymes, or they talk through like I don't know. It always seems to be like a bigger lesson at hand with this person, or some type of little small like little bit of tip that you can learn from this person when they talk to you. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, I didn't know that llamas can store water for 3 days. I don't know if they could do that. I was just saying that. But you know what I mean? But like, maybe they just say some shit like that. You're like, oh, all right. Like I mean, sometimes they can even make the shit up. It just sounds really good, especially with the Leo and the Mercury and the Pisces energy. Whatever they be saying can sound really good. So maybe they do sales, or they do like storytelling, or something along the lines of that. Like it can sound really good, and they could be lying. They could just be making it up. You know what I mean? But anyway, I kind of get that being the vibe for why they even want to like meet up with y'all or talk to y'all, because they just want to make up a reason just to talk to y'all. All right. So some of y'all, they could be into education or whatnot, or a teacher or something like that, ex-teacher or something like that, or ex-disciplinarian. So like ex-cop, ex-lawyer, ex-judge, ex-prosecutor, ex-something. Maybe they, or like if they wasn't, even if they wasn't like that, maybe they're an ex-criminal or some shit. I don't know. I kind of get a vibe of that. Judgment reverse. So this is somebody trying to change their life or tried to change their life. So it could be a Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces. All right. Let me see. Yeah, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius. If it's not somebody who changed their life, like had like a life-changing experience or a life-altering experience, some of y'all maybe somebody who's into like life off, like what do they call it, mind-altering drugs, or like this is somebody who's I don't know. Some of y'all I want to say that. Some of y'all there's maybe somebody who's into like mind-altering drugs, or into like stimulants, or just like I don't know, relationships that kind of like make them escape. They're into escapism. So it could be smoking weed, drinking, maybe pills. Maybe they're into maybe sex, but this doesn't really say that. Maybe they work a lot. Maybe I don't know. They find a lot of stuff to try to like distract themselves from like what's going on around them. So maybe they buy stuff. You know what I mean? Because the Nine of Pentacles is here, so this could be somebody who maybe buys a lot of stuff or spends over their budget, overspends in a way, or something like that. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles, but they work a lot. I think this person maybe works a lot, or like I said, they could be into like stimulants, escapism, which could be like maybe they just watch a lot of anime or some shit. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, they play video games a lot, or they watch movies all day. You know what I mean? They lay around and smoking weed and drinking shit all day. I don't know. Sometimes it could be sex. It could be, but I don't really get the sex. But maybe it is. For some of y'all, it could just be sex. They don't have to be any of that. Or they just, like I said, spends a lot of money. Like when they go through stuff, they just start spending money. You're like, oh, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, especially like imagine if a guy were to lose his job, he'd just be spending money. Why the fuck are you spending money? You just lost your job. I'm stressed. And it's like it's somehow they just need an escapism. So it's somebody who maybe is looking at you guys as like a life-changing or like relationship, or they're looking at you as like a sweet escape. So like they idolize you already. So you guys probably don't even have the same like visual of the relationship. They just find you to be attractive. They just and they kind of already like have a a picture or a fantasy of the role that they think you should play. You know what I mean? That's what I was kind of noticing here. And so this is the crazy part too, because I would normally like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything about this, but I'm just gonna say it because it's gonna be hard for you like to not go for it. The reason I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard not to go for it is because this person's already been like analyzing you, studying you strategically. They already been kind of like trying to get the ups on y'all or trying to get all the details they can so that way they know how to take action on you. In the past, they feel like they didn't take action when they were around y'all, especially with the Three of Pentacles. Y'all be around them often enough. They stay right, I would say some of y'all would say they stay right around the corner from you. They stay right around the corner from y'all. You know what I mean? So that might be what it is. Y'all have a conversation and you realize this, like, oh shit. So like this, I kind of get the vibe of this person seeing y'all or having some type of like higher look of you. So maybe they stay like in a higher perched area. So I don't know. They stay like maybe over top of y'all or some shit like that, or like in a perched area. So think like a balcony. Think like a scaffold or something. I don't know. They got like a higher perch. Maybe they be at the top of a stairwell or some shit. Higher perch, whatever that may be. All right. What else though? They got a little fan club too. Whoever this is got a little fan club. Like people romanticize and idolize them too. So they got people that be like yes men or yes girls that be around them all the time, or people that be coming to them and they be like making up their plans for them and stuff. So this may be somebody who like has that type of control or influence over others, where they make plans for them, or like they kind of like set the tone for the day, or they set the I don't know, they set the schedule for everybody else. So maybe it's like a manager or some shit. But I kind of get a vibe of them like setting the tone for everybody else. So they're like that big. They take leadership wherever they go because like people take them seriously, or people like respect their words, or people like the way that they say stuff. So maybe it's a little accent that they got or some shit like that. They got there's a little accent or something, or like a tone that they use that's just like really charming, really romantic. It's just pleasing to the ear. People listen to them and just go along just to get along with this person. So that's probably why. So if somebody feels like they didn't take action on you the last time the way they want to. So if it's a past person, it's a person who wants to come back into your lives, but like sneak back in without like having a deep talk about why, especially with the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. It's somebody who just doesn't want to like some of y'all. It's like somebody who doesn't want to forget. I don't know what that means. Doesn't want to forget. So maybe you guys had a conversation and they don't want to forget. Like they have issues with forgiveness. So somebody who doesn't want y'all to get away, but also doesn't want to like forgive. All right. And then others of y'all just noticing is somebody who wants to open up the lines of communication all over again. They just don't want to have to put a lot of effort into getting it back open. So like they want to do it in like a subtle way or a sneaky way where it seems like you did it first. You know what I'm saying? Like they're coming towards you, but they're gonna try to make it seem like you were into me first. So even if this is a guy, woman, don't matter. They're gonna try to make it seem like you wanted me first, even if they put all the effort into it. They want deniable plausibility in a way, like you wanted me. You know what I mean? You came at me. You know what I mean? You text me or something like that. So like they may kind of some of y'all they try to trigger y'all to respond or to act. I think that might be what it is. They try to trigger y'all to respond or to act, so that way they can like I don't know get the confidence up to talk to you or get the I don't know get the experience that they want to have. Somebody who has this fantasy fairy tale about the type of experience that y'all can have together. You know what I mean? So they're gonna probably try to get y'all to do something soon. You may feel pressure to do it. You may not feel pressure to do it. I don't know. Like you may feel called to do it. You may not feel called to do it. That's where I'm just kind of getting the vibe of. It just depends on how they I guess describe it or how they like portray it. Because of that Seven of Swords, it's like a subtle way, but it's also strategic. You know what I mean? They're just gonna try to get you to be open to them. So it's all gonna be strategic to try to make it seem like it's your idea. That's the big thing. They want it to seem like it's your idea. You did it. You text me. You called me. You invited me over. You looked at me first. It's that vibe. All right. So it could be a Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Pisces, Pisces, Sag, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio. That's all signs. And there's the Aries there. Is there a Sag? Yeah, there's a Sag. There's Leo. That's all signs. Okay. That's all the signs. All righty. So Gemini. He said, now that would be a sissy movie. We did Libra already. Did I say Libra? I don't know if I did. I don't know. Was the Nine of Pentacles there? I don't know. I don't know if I did say it. You can see that. Okay, so Gemini. Let's see. Who's coming towards you? Who? Somebody who wants to show off for your attention. Show off for your approval. Could be somebody who's very generous, outgoing, outspoken. Could be somebody right now who's magnetic or trying to. It's a past person. It's a past person that you guys found to be very attractive or very magnetic, or somebody who you guys feel comfortable with, even if it's not a past person. It's just somebody who you guys are comfortable, familiar with. You know them. Damn, we got a lot of Leo energy. All right, so Leo is all I got right now. So I got the sun and the sun in Leo. So it's a very prideful, very attractive, possibly very arrogant person. So it's somebody who you guys either are comfortable with and you know them from your past, or it's just somebody who you're familiar with. And it's somebody who you guys may have had a stagnant connection with because it didn't go anywhere. So it's somebody who wants to express themselves, or maybe they did express themselves and just didn't go anywhere. It could be either two. But what I'm saying is this person's about to take a more of a masculine approach, even if it's a woman. They're going to take more of a masculine approach to like speak to y'all or to express themselves to y'all or to make their presence known soon. All right. I did that one. I did that one. I did this one. Okay. So let's see. Again, this could be somebody who's in a leadership position or somebody who's like, I don't know, up in the public eye or some shit like that, or just pretty popular, pretty known. They may have a gift or talent or something like that. So they could be like in the show, into shows, actor, you know what I mean, actress, singer, writer, drawer. They're like it seems like they're popular in that light. All right, like they've gotten comfortable too getting the attention that they get right now too. So it's not like somebody who feels unfamiliar with attention. They're used to this attention. This ain't you. I know what to do here. So they could be at something that they're already skilled, gifted at, and they could be there. But somebody has a gift. So it's gonna be a new love for y'all, most of y'all. Oh, it's Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. Yeah. Again, it's gonna be communication that's gonna be misleading from this person. So they may just kind of reach out of nowhere and just start conversation with y'all. Excuse me. All right, could be a Sag, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's somebody whose brains or thoughts are all over the place. Could be a Cancer. There's somebody who's like wanting to hear from y'all or has missed hearing from y'all. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. Could be like a motherly figure, or because of the Pentacles is here, this could be a younger person. So some of y'all that are a little bit older than you, just a little bit, and then others of y'all they're a lot bit younger than you, a lot of bit. All right. Could be a trainer or somebody who works out or is like into physical fitness. All right. Or there's somebody who's like into taking care of stuff. So like this could be like you can, I don't know where I was gonna say, like, you know how you can like maybe you can lead, let's say that you like, I don't know why I want to say that they fix like vacuums. I don't think they fix vacuums. But what I'm explaining is like this may be somebody who can fix stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can bring them anything and they can like maybe put it together or fix it or something like that. Or I don't know, they have like a natural gift or a skill ability for like understanding how things work. You know what I mean? They may not be able to teach it and express it, but they understand why things work or how things work. So it's somebody like that. They may be also pretty good at like talking to people. Some of y'all about to say they do impersonations. So maybe they change their voice a lot or they change the way they communicate with people a lot. What are you doing? Snacking? I'm about to get an apple. I'm about to get an apple, bro. All right. Okay, hey, can you put me one of them Cokes in the freezer? In the freezer for your boy. Thanks a lot, shorty. All right, so yeah. Again, some of y'all they also may have like issues with seeing, so maybe they squint a lot or they wear glasses. Because I was kind of noticing that too. They're going to present an opportunity for y'all to either hang out, spend time together, or they're going to present an opportunity. Or maybe I don't know. Some of y'all may use money as a way of doing it. Like they're planning it. Some of y'all they're planning to be around y'all shortly. There's somebody who wants to feel wanted by y'all. So they may play games with the Two of Swords and the Knight of Swords. They may like act strategic with y'all or like give you misleading signals because they want to know that you want them. There's somebody who wants to be wanted bad. All right. Like I want you to want me. So it's new love for y'all. But it's somebody who you guys may misread. Either you may miscommunicate with this person or feel like you're like maybe you guys don't talk the way you want to talk. Sometimes with that Knight of Swords, maybe you feel like they don't talk the way you want to talk, or they don't talk as much as you want them to talk, or they just be saying like outrageous, obtrusive things at times, or They just say whatever comes to their mind, but they don't mean nothing by it. I kind of get that vibe. Like they don't mean nothing by it. They just have like a rude way of talking. You're like, damn, why'd you say it that way? So I'm kind of getting that vibe. Yeah, and two twos. So two twos. Now, either this person's in the at a crossroads in their life, or this is someone who wants to take y'all connection in a different direction. Like the dynamic between y'all, they would like to take it in different directions. So it may start off as friends because the Page of Pentacles, you know what I mean? And then with the Knight of Swords, you may get a miscommunication about like how they feel about you, you know what I mean? So it may start off as friends or coworkers or customers, clients. It may start off as, I don't know, colleagues, which could be like we go to school together or some shit like that, or I don't know, wherever you be at, we be, I don't know, we be like a colleague could also be like, say we went to um a paint and sip. The people that are there with us technically would be like a colleague for that moment. You know what I mean? So something like that. I can't get that. So they would be, it seems like it's gonna be misleading, but like through the conversation, you're gonna know what they're really trying to get at. It's gonna kind of come out. Like it's not blunt and straightforward, but it's gonna come out like I say miscommunicated, but it's like it's what they really want to say, but they're not saying it. You know what I mean? They're saying it like beating around the bush almost. So they're gonna present an opportunity for y'all to spend time together. But again, this person be in their ego a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe because they get a lot of attention. So like it's just like I'm putting it out there, the opportunity for me and you, but like I'm not gonna just come out and say it. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So you guys may kind of like want to read between the lines about what this person is saying or where they're trying to get at with it. Because the Two of Swords gives like mixed signals. Knight of Swords is also miscommunication. Two of Wands, they get distracted very easily. Or this is somebody who's like maybe using y'all as a distraction. So it's maybe that, or they something like that. Either they're using you as a distraction or they get distracted very easily. Like they may have like other little things that they got going on. Maybe they have like old past partners or like past habits that they be engaging in, or past hobbies or some shit like that that they go back to, or because like the Queen of Cups is somebody who's nostalgic. So like I said, some of y'all they miss y'all, but then others of y'all is somebody who's like it's like you represent somebody who they were comfortable with or somebody who they were very familiar with. Like the energy maybe feels healing, or the energy feels like something I've experienced before, like a connection or a love I've experienced before. Maybe you're popular, maybe you're very attractive, maybe you're I don't know. It's like you just feel familiar to this person. So this is somebody who's like trying to get to know you guys more, but like it may come off as misleading at first, or may come off as like I don't know, hard to read. Nah, yeah, maybe hard to read, maybe hard to read because they kind of go back and forth in their own head about like what direction they want to go in, and you know what I mean. And somebody who doesn't know how to ask for help too. So I don't know. All right, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Sag, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're going to ask y'all for help though. Page of Pentacles, or they're going to do something to help you, something small to help you. So it could be a Libra, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. All right, he sees his past lovers now that I don't want him. Oh, okay. We were neighbors, became friends, and then lovers. He wants me back, but won't say no. Wait, he wants me back, but won't say no. Oh, but won't say so. Oh, okay. I misread that. And he says his past lovers now that I don't want him. Yeah, I mean that's what that's what we do. We gotta go back and make sure our winky still works. So when you come back, it's practice. Just know that he was practicing. So when you come back, he didn't lose a step because you don't want him to come back and then it don't work or he don't know how to do what he need to do to please you. So he got to go back to the past lover so he can like make sure that he still got the technique down. That's really for you. You like how I put that? That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. He really was thinking about you. All right, so Taurus, who's coming towards you? We got North Node. Okay, cool. Someone you're fated to meet. He admitted his attraction in May, and he had somebody else. Be very quiet and loner mostly, but he also asked to move to the YN. All right, so North Node. So it's gonna be somebody you guys will be getting to know. If this is a past person, this is gonna be a past person that you guys are like getting to know all over again. All right. And if it's a newer person, this is gonna be a newer person that you guys are gonna be growing with at the same time. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a Leo. This is a show offy person. very flamboyant, outgoing person, charming, charismatic. You know, I would say they may have a lot of hair for some of you. They may have a lot of hair or just like very magnetic. Everybody seems to talk to this person. Everybody seems to be around this person, or everybody seems to like entertain this person, or something like that. You know what I mean? Of course, I got your back, Brenda. Something along the lines of that. They do something like that. All right. People like to be around this person. People like to entertain this person. Or people like to like, I don't know, show off for this person. Anyway, it's gonna be somebody who's gonna try to show off to get your attention. All right. They're gonna try to show off. So this somebody who's very prideful and very egoic. All right. Yep, they got Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So they're gonna probably present an opportunity either for y'all to come over or to do something with them that like not many people do with them. All right. So it's somebody you guys are gonna be meeting up with soon or at the same destination. Somebody who misses y'all because we got Queen of Cups in reverse. They're moody. Whoever this is a moody person, moody and prideful, which I don't know how that both goes, how that goes together, but all right. So they're moody and prideful. So some days they feel like being generous and they feel like talking, and then other days, leave me alone. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. So it's that. So somebody who misses y'all or somebody who's just moody, sometime I'm kind of getting that vibe. You know what I mean? So you guys may meet up with each other, or you guys are going, I don't know. This maybe if it's not a moody person, it's a needy person. A needy person. Like I kind of feel like it's a moody, unforgiving person, or it's a needy victim person, like who has a like a victim mindset, or this is like somebody who like is maybe upset that they didn't take the action on y'all the past time. So this is could be somebody who doesn't like you getting a lot of attention, doesn't like you having a lot of admirers, doesn't like you being flattered. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Like they could be kind of possessive, especially with this because we got the temperance in reverse, not temperance. We got the judgment in reverse. So it's somebody who feels like either the relationship between y'all is like done and over, like the like everything that's happened between y'all can't be reconciled, can't be coming back, but they're still spying on you with the moon. You know what I mean? It's somebody who wants to forgive and forget, wipe it, like, you know, start with a clean slate and like wipe the stuff under the rug. It's somebody who really can't let go. And I'm really being honest with the Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, they just don't want to initiate. So they're just prideful. It's somebody who wants to initiate but doesn't want to. With the Judgment in reverse, they're not really going to come towards y'all. What they really may do is linger. They linger around with the moon and that Judgment and the Ace of Wands in reverse. They're just going to linger around. You know what I'm saying? And be mad or be sad that you're not initiating or that you're not taking action. So they're going to do stuff to show off so that you do take action. This is like Gemini. This is like Gemini, where they like wanted, was it Gemini or was it Cancer? It was like when they want it to be your idea, they want you to take the action. This is somebody who's prideful. I want you to call me. I want you to text me. It's somebody who likes that. They like men or women fanning over them. They like the fanboy or fangirl like activities. So it's maybe somebody who has that, like a lot of like romantic like admirers and all that, but hates when you got it. They hate when it's you. It sounds like this girl I know. She's like that too. When she was like, she would have all these guys be like going crazy over her. Soon as she seen me one time, seen comments one time, she's like, oh, that's why you act like that. Like I don't deserve a little bit of praise and accolade too. You think you the only one out here that look handsome and cute? Go ahead now, little head. The fuck, nigga. But anyway, some of y'all, maybe somebody's like that. They may be low key a hater of y'all in a way. You know what I mean? Just don't want you to get that type of like attention from others. You know what I mean? So I think some of y'all they're gonna try to come at y'all in that light too, especially with with the Judgment in reverse and the moon, like and the Three of Swords. That can sometimes be like a little harsh, like a harsh way of saying things in a way. So they may try to imply something bigger. I don't know through a conversation. If you guys talk, they may imply something like, "Oh, you got too big for me," or something like that. Like they may say something along the lines of that, or "You too famous for me," or something along the lines of that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that that probably shouldn't be said, especially with the Judgment in reverse. Because once you say it, you can't unsay it. So that may be part of what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be having to tell people all the time. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time. Ain't nothing to me. Because you're gonna tell me, so I'm gonna tell you. And I ain't tripping. You tell me, hey, it's all good. I gotta tell Stan. Fuck it. But can you handle when I tell you about you? You know what I mean? Because I come to accept what I got going on. Fuck it. Life just happens. One day you're up, one day you're down. But when I'm up, I'm a ball. When I'm down, I'm still balling. You can't tell. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so somebody's going to try to meet y'all either at the same destination because that's what the North Node is. It means that we link up, we get on the same path. So you guys are either headed in the same direction or headed towards the same things or engaging in the same things. Some of y'all could be in training. This person could be training, going to school, learning something new, a new hobby, skill set, something like that. They could be going through orientation. Maybe they started new job or something like that, new career or something like that. Or they're new to a field. Like maybe they're an actor and they're new. Maybe they're a celebrity and they're upcoming. Maybe they're like, I don't know, something like that. It's like somebody who's like that. Like they have status and authority like that in a way. Anyway, somebody who feels like they missed out on an opportunity to take action on y'all. So they're going to try to. They're going to take action. The next time they're around y'all, or the next time they meet up with y'all, they're just going to be moody and try to get you to take action. That's really the action. That's the action. I'm going to be around you. And with the Ace of Wands, again, the Ace of Wands came out again after the shuffle. Ace of Wands in reverse. And Seven of Swords, I'm telling you strategically, I'm going to look at you. I'm going to not look at you. That's a woman's move, but this is a man's move. If it's a man, they do the same thing. Or I'm going to pretend that I don't want to talk to you as much as I do. I'm not going to let you know how much of an impact or influence you have over me. So like subtly, they'll give you hints, but you have to read between the lines with this person. Like the most that they're going to do is show off, which could mean that they're like maybe posting more pictures. Maybe they're doing a little bit extra than what they normally would do. This would imply that they're trying to get your attention, but it's subtle because of the Seven Swords. It's somebody who wants to start over with y'all or wants to get to know y'all all over again, but doesn't want to say that. All right. So you may see them, some of y'all, you may see them lurking. You may see them lingering. Like they could be in your stories. They could be, if they see you in public or in private, they may look at you, but like not really take action, but like want to take action, but like not know if they're seeing signs that you want them to. We call that choosing signals. So maybe they're not seeing you giving them the choosing signals. Like maybe you're not looking at them. Maybe they're not looking. Maybe your feet aren't squared in a way. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like if somebody has a stronger body, because we got the earth energy, but if not, it's somebody who's like getting back in touch with their body. So maybe they are into like fitness, health, dieting, walking, eating a certain way, or just being active. You know what I mean? All right, so it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Sag, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Libra, Taurus. Some of y'all, they could be a first-time homeowner or something like that, or is it somebody who's looking to buy a house, or is somebody who's like looking for a living partner. What's up there, Joy? Little Maddie. So it's either somebody who's trying to be in a relationship or something like that, or there's somebody who's trying to like move in, have a move-in partner, or somebody who is, I don't know, looking for a partner who maybe needs them, depends on them. Or they're looking for a partner who they need and can depend on. So it's one of those two. It's one of those two. All right. Because you're about to see the duality of this person. That's for sure. All right, I'm back, y'all. Somewhere in there, it sent me like an alarm. I think YouTube put this alarm on for like, I guess when I have too much screen time. I guess. All right. So we're going to use these again too. I like these there. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Oh yeah, we about to change the banner to Aries. Here we go, Aries. Okay, so Aries. Who's coming towards y'all next? Who's coming towards you next? Could be Aries. Or it's gonna be somebody who wants to assert themselves with y'all soon. Some of y'all, it could be somebody who sees y'all as competition. I don't know why I want to say that. Or somebody who feels like there's a lot of competition. This is somebody who's very devoted. Like this could be a confident leader. So some of y'all, this could be also a very like artistic or very like creative. Some of y'all, an intuitive person. So maybe some of y'all, they are like intuitive in a way. So but this is somebody who's also equally devoted, just as you are. So y'all may have a confusing dynamic. There's somebody who kind of sees you as a mystery and wants to like dive deeper with y'all. Yep. It could, some of y'all, this is gonna be somebody who's jealous of you though, because they find you guys to be attractive. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who maybe feels like when you're around, they don't feel as desirable. They don't feel as confident. All right. So it could be a Leo, it could be a Cancer, it could be an Aries, it could be a Pisces, it could be a Sag for some of y'all. So it could be somebody who wants to have children. All right. Yeah, I got stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home, but it could be stay-at-home parent. So it could be some of y'all that could be a stay-at-home mom, parent, dad, or somebody who wants to be that way or wants to have that with y'all. If it's a past person, it's a past person who feels like they didn't invest that much into the connection with y'all. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo. No, yeah, Libra, Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those are the signs I got. That's like almost all the signs. We got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's like almost all the signs. So we might as well just say all the signs at this point. All right. So some of y'all is somebody who feels like I don't know, some of y'all are waiting on y'all to reply back or y'all to come back. I think there are some of y'all that are waiting to run into y'all. It's somebody who be like micromanaging a lot or like it does a lot of micromanaging. So they could be in like a manager or in a position where they're like a boss in a way, or like other people kind of take their word for like validity. Somebody who has a lot of discipline. That's what I will say. And a lot of imaginations. I think they're like a dreamer, a writer, a painter, an artist, or something like that. They're very like loving though. Somebody who has a lot of care and concern for y'all. I will say that with the King of Cups, they do have a lot of care and concern for y'all. So even if it was somebody who did see y'all as competition, there's still love. It's probably like a friendly competition, especially with the Six of Swords. That's a girl's trip, guy's trip. So it may be somebody like that. It's somebody who may feel like you guys aren't like connected just yet or wants to connect. That's why I kind of feel the vibe of like wanting to meet up with y'all. So maybe some of y'all went on a trip together or went on an experience together. I'm thinking a boat. Like it don't have to be a cruise, but it could be a boat, like canoeing or kayaking, or I don't know, maybe you went to Disney and y'all were in like one of those boats or some shit like that, or like King's Dominion or some shit like that. Like it's a boat. All right. So you may just maybe somebody who's gonna be, I don't know, coming from a party or coming from some type of event soon. So that's maybe where you're gonna hear from them. They want to do something with y'all together though. So they want to pick up a conversation that y'all had once before and see if you guys can't reconnect. Or see if you guys can't meet up together or get like committed to something, to the same goal. It's somebody who wants to have the same goal in mind with y'all. And they're kind of like trying to get it back on your mind. So like if you guys had talked about it before, then somebody wants to bring that back up. Like if you guys had talked about having children, they want to bring that back up. If you guys had talked about, let's say, doing something creative that makes money, they want to bring that back up. If you guys had like, I don't know, talked about moving your connection forward, they want to do that. It's somebody who wants to put the effort into it now to try to either rebuild the trust between y'all or to try to get y'all back flowing, get the connection back transitioning or moving forward like it once did before, whatever that was for y'all. Because especially with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody who feels like they didn't get enough or didn't do enough in the past, or maybe they made, or you felt like they didn't do enough. But I would say that they feel like they didn't do enough in the past, or like you or something like that. It's the Ace of Swords. So they maybe feel like they didn't say what they needed to say to y'all. Because now it's the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, which means that it's Seven of Swords. So that means that they're strategically trying to come back to either reiterate what they said, or they're trying to come back to resume the conversation, or they're trying to pick up where you guys left off at, or they're trying to find a strategy or a way to come back in to not make it seem like that's their intention the whole time. So some of y'all, they want a family, a household to settle down, kids, all that, but they also want to like mislead you with the conversation. Like, that's not what I'm looking to do. I don't want that, but they really want that. So it's maybe somebody who's trying to like trap y'all, or like, I don't know, keep y'all to themselves, like in a confusing dynamic with the Neptune energy, trying to keep you. So this could be somebody who like breadcrumbs you or gives you just enough to like hang on. You know what I mean? So they may make a little trip to y'all, especially with the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords. It may be a trip, or you may make a trip to them, something like that along the lines. If you make a trip, they may pay for it. If they make a trip, they may pay for it, or something like that. Or you maybe you pay for it. I don't know how it works. But somebody who wants to either come to your house or somebody who wants you to come to their house or wants you to meet them somewhere. One of the two. You know what I mean? It's someone who likes to have something over their partners. That's what I will say. So I don't know what they may have over you. Maybe it's money, maybe it's love, maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it could be romance. It could be something, just something that they feel like I got this over you. It could be appearance. It could be anything. It's something. It's something like that. But it's somebody who's in there who's trying to come up with a thought process of like how to initiate with you or how to present the opportunity to you so you say yes. That's really what it is. I think they're looking for a partner they can settle down with or like live with or build a household with. Like there's a desire for that. You know what I mean? But it's kind of confusing, I guess, especially with the Neptune energy. It could be confusing because what may be considered stability for them may not be stability for you. That could be also a problem. You know what I mean? Because the Six of Pentacles could be like maybe they take out more than what they're giving, or it may be, was it worth? It may be more trouble than what it's worth, or like just not as like the value is not as valuable as it would have been. You know what I mean? Maybe in the past or something like that. Something like that. You get what I mean? Like it could be a little confusing because maybe you want to sacrifice to the relationship, but like you may kind of feel like that's irrational. Why would I do that? Like in a more practical sense, why would I go this way, or why would I do it this way, or something like that. They want you kind of like to like defy logic. Stop thinking about stuff so rationally. Just go with your feelings. Just go with the impulse. You know what I mean? So somebody who wants to do that but doesn't know why they want to do that, so they're trying to come up with a strategy about how they can do that. And again, it's going to be like when the Seven of Swords, where it doesn't seem like that was their whole intention the whole time, even though that was like one of the first thoughts that came into their mind. All right, so it could be an Aries, Leo, Libra. I mean, it could be an Aries, Leo, is it Sag? No, Aries, Leo, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, so that was that for that. So again, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate y'all coming here for the likes, coming here for the support. I'm still going to be doing some more of those shorts. This week is not going to be the week that I can do it though. Not the shorts, but like the short reads, the quick reads. This is not going to be the week I can do that though, because this week I got a lot going on. We got dentist appointments, got family shit going on, so got to handle that. And then after that, I don't know, maybe next week or maybe this weekend. It depends. I just got to see how much time I got. I've been having like issues with time management right now, so that's gonna be a problem. But thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all the likes, all the shares that you may have done, all that good stuff. For all the people who may hype it up, thank you in advance. All right, y'all have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Love on the people who be loving on y'all. I'll probably try to come back here again tomorrow. I don't got no topic for it yet, but I don't know. I just be feeling like doing them. I just be popping out and just doing them. Thank you so much, Faye. Thank you, April. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm going.